Hi Roonies, this is your pal Rooney K95 here, and welcome to the 2021 edition of my DVD and Blu-ray Collection Library video series. So today we're going to be taking a look what we got for a treat. What you're in for are some 80s horror, especially in movies, TV shows, and anime as well. Especially because these what I have to pick for today. So without any further ado, which is right here, right now, let's dive right into it. Today, on the Physical Media Video Library series. Welcome back. Okay, so basically we're going to be doing, like, this category, especially when it comes to 80s horror. I have some 80s horror movies. I have mostly of them. Because I have ones are on VHS and DVDs and Blu-rays as well. Because I have mostly some 80s horror movies. And there's a couple on horror shows I have. A little bit of anime left over since last time, what I had to show you in my most recent video that I had to do as well. So, we're on to the 80s horror category. Let's start off with the movies here, because I have one on Blu-ray. I have here are Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Yes, this is the one I have on Blu-ray. Yeah, because Jack Kroll of Newsweek said, the first epic horror film. If you want to pause, feel free to read on the back if you like. I noticed that I got this at Half Price Books back in 2019, which is probably a couple years ago, I believe. Yeah, because I had to get this particularly. Yeah. So this is basically, this has a commentary. This has the commentary by Steadicam inventor, operator Garrett Brown, and historian John Baxter. And this has the making of The Shining with optional commentary. And this has 3 new featurettes, and this has the actual trailer. Yep. I had to get this on Blu-ray at Half Price Books. And yet, here's the disc, what it looks like. Yep. This is the first time I had to get this on Blu-ray as well. Why not? Because Blu-rays are my favorite, that's why. Because I love me some Blu-ray. Yeah, it's in quality definition, which is a lot more better quality than the DVDs in general, actually. The next one I have is New Year's Evil. Yeah, I had to get this on Amazon back in 2013. This movie was released in 1980, on December 19th, 1980, which is probably on the same year. This movie was probably the same year as The Shining, I guess. And yes, there is no extra features on here on this movie, on DVD I have. Yes, this is part of the Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer Limited Edition Collection series on here. And yes, this basically does not have any trailer, extra special features on it. It just only has just the movie trailer only. But this one is also available on Blu-ray, which is put out by Scream Factory, I guess. Which I was going to give a word as well. At least the Blu-ray of the Scream Factory Blu-ray release of New Year's Evil has extras on it. And the next I have is Stephen King's Pet Sematary. I had to get this on Amazon as well. If you want to pause, feel free to read on the back if you like as well. Again, there's not that many extras on this DVD, because this is a 1999 Paramount DVD release I have. This is probably part of the widescreen collection, Paramount DVD collection, widescreen collection as well. Which I was going to show you the disc, what it looks like. Yep, here's the disc. Can't you believe that? Yeah, this is basically a 1999 Paramount home video release I have. And next I have the 3 of the Poltergeist movies, which I was going to show you as a step aside as well. Which I was going to show you. I have Poltergeist and the double feature Poltergeist 2 and 3. This is basically all 3 completed of the Poltergeist movies in there. This features Craig T. Nelson, who is also known for the role as Mr. Incredible in The Incredibles in this movie. Yep. This one I have for the Warner home video release of Poltergeist on DVD. This has special features on this DVD, which has They Are Here, The Real World of Poltergeists Revealed documentary, into two parts: Science of the Spirits and Coming of the Dead, Communing with the Dead. And yes, if you want to pause, feel free to read on the back as well, if you like. This is directed by Tobe Hooper, who directed the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, which is what Steven Spielberg, Frank Marshall had a lot, and Kathleen Kennedy had a lot to do with as well. And here's the second one. But this is a MGM DVD release I have. There's not that many extras, just original theatrical trailers on here. They're all both on a flipper disc. If you want to pause, feel free to read on the back if you like as well. Yep. Because, and come to think of it, this is basically, the third Poltergeist movie features Tom Skerritt instead of Craig T. Nelson, because Craig T. Nelson only appeared in a couple of Poltergeist movies as well. Yeah. Yeah, Poltergeist 3, this is probably came out in 1988, but the second one came out in 1986. And the music in Poltergeist, however, is basically, like, a couple of them were composed by Jerry Goldsmith in that one as well. Except for the third one. Yeah, you get the picture, though. This is all in a flipper disc as well. If you just so you know. I got these at Barnes & Noble. And the next one I have is H.P. Lovecraft's Reanimator. I had to get this at Half Price Books. Can't go wrong with some 80s horror movies. I need to get Child's Play, as well as Friday the 13th and A Nightmare on Elm Street. That's probably the big one for the 80s horror genre as well. And what's that other one? Oh, Hellraiser. But yeah, probably soon at one point. Here, if you want to pause, feel free to read on the back as well if you like. This includes the 70-minute documentary Reanimator Resurrect Us as well. There are some special features you can see on Reanimator on DVD. This is an Anchor Bay release I have, because this was probably this is a 2-disc set on here. What the movie Reanimator has. Disc 2 has the movie, but yeah, disc 1 is basically the movie, but disc 2 has some bonus materials on here. Yep. This is part of the Anchor Bay collection. Yep. I also need to get Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 and 2 on Blu-ray from Scream Factory as well. The next one I have is Stephen King's Silver Bullet. If you want to pause, feel free to read on the back if you like as well. There's no extras on this DVD whatsoever, but yeah, this is a 2006 Paramount home video release I have. This is a 2006 Paramount home entertainment release I have on DVD. And the next one I have a couple of some sci-fi horror, 80s sci-fi horror, like I have Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is a 1988 CBS Fox release on VHS I have. If you want to pause, feel free to read on the back, if you like, as well. Yeah, I had to get this this is only like $1 when I got this at a thrift store, I believe. Guess you have to call, like, thrift store fine VHS tapes as well. Because, you know, VHSs are old, because nowadays we have our 4K Ultra HD, as well as DVDs and Blu-rays as well. And the next one I have is Aliens. This is directed by James Cameron instead of Ridley Scott. This is the best Alien sequel in the franchise as well. And yes, this is basic. If you want to pause, feel free to read on the back if you like as well. Yes, this is a 1992 Fox Video release. And yes, I got this at Hollywood Video back in 2006. Yep. There's a sticker label that says Hollywood Video. You can tell this is basically a Hollywood Video copy I have. Because you can't go wrong with Hollywood Video. Because I miss Hollywood Video along with Blockbuster Video. And next I have is The Monster Squad. I don't have the actual DVD for it. And here, if you want to pause, feel free to read on the back if you like as well. As the disc, it's basically like a fan-made DVD, which wasn't available here. I think I got this on eBay a long time, back in 2006. And the next I have for TV horror I have is Tales from the Dark Side. This is the first season of the show. This has a commentary on the episode by director George A. Romero on this one. Yeah, this has the extras on here. Well, there's some episode guide on a reversible cover on all in a 2-disc. This is a 3-disc set I have. Here's some more episodes on here, which includes the episode guide on Tales from the Dark Side. So this is probably the 80s horror show, because it was premiered in 1983 as well. And finally, to some 80s horror anime, I have Vampire Hunter D. This is the Orion home video release on VHS. And yes, this has the English dub from Streamline Pictures, because this is basically the old English dub from Streamline Pictures on here. If you want to pause, feel free to read on the back if you like as well. And yes, this is directed by the guy who directed Fist of the North Star 1986 anime movie, Toyo Ashida. Yeah, because there's another 80s horror anime I need to get, which is Lily Cat, Wicked City, and Demon City Shinjuku, I believe. Because I think that's the big one for... And what's that other one? Oh, Devilman OVA Collection on Blu-ray from Discotheque Media. Because that's probably the big one for the best of the 80s anime as well. But yeah, come to think of it, this has got to the thing about 80s horror anime. And yes, Vampire Hunter D did got a Blu-ray released by Sentai Filmworks, which has the new English dub that does not include the old English dub from Streamline Pictures. But if you have the Urban Vision Entertainment DVD release of Vampire Hunter D, it is the only edition that has the original English dub from Streamline Pictures, what Vampire Hunter D has from the old Orion home video release I have on VHS with the old school Streamline Pictures dub on it. And that's all I have what I got for today. So that's going to be it for my update. That is probably part of my 2021 edition of my DVD and Blu-ray Collection Library Video Series that is made possibly with the Physical Media Video Library Series for today, you guys. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's my quick thoughts for this. Like I mentioned earlier, things I want to get for the most part, I need to get Child's Play on Blu-ray from Scream Factory, as well as another edition of New Year's Evil on Blu-ray from Scream Factory. What's that other one I need to get? The Nightmare on Elm Street collection on Blu-ray, as well as Friday the 13th, the original trilogy one, as well as Halloween 2, as well as Hellraiser, because that's another one I need to get for the 80s horror. This is probably the big one for the 80s horror genre as well, I guess. Probably for the most part. Hope subscribe for content. My anime pint link in the description below. You can share this video on your Twitter and Facebook. If you have Twitter and Facebook account on all social media, be sure to give this video a thumbs up by clicking on the like button on this video. Feel free to leave in the comments in the comment section below if you like on this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RuRoniK95. Feel free to join the channel, especially if you're new to my channel. Hit the notifications bell button. Be sure to get notified as well. And that's all I have to say, because you're in for a treat for this video as well. That didn't take very long, because this is RuRoniK95 saying thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it, and I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you soon for the next video. I hope you have a great day. This is RuRoniK95 signing off, and thank you for watching my video, and I will see you soon for more videos.